Welcome to our tutorial on how to improve your React application's performance with dynamic imports. Let's begin by importing the necessary modules. Here, we're importing React and the suspense component from the React library. Next, we declare a lazy component using React's lazy function. This function allows us to dynamically import a component, in this case, lazy component from a designated path. Notice how we're using an arrow function to call the import method. This syntax is crucial because it enables React to split off this component into a separate bundle which is loaded only when it's needed. Now, we're creating a functional component named myComponent. This is the component where we'll use our lazy component. Inside our function, we start by returning a div element that will act as a container for our dynamic component. Within this div, we introduce the suspense component. Suspense lets us specify a fallback UI, which is what users will see while they're waiting for our lazy component to load. In this case, we're simply showing a div with the text loading. Inside the suspense block, we add our lazy component. This component will replace the fallback as soon as it finishes loading. Because of the way we've set up our dynamic import, React won't load lazy component when the app initially loads. Instead, it will load this component on demand. Now we close the suspense component. It's crucial to make sure that our lazy component is the child of suspense so that the fallback is displayed correctly while lazy component is not yet available. We finish off by closing our main container div. We're now at the end of our myComponent function. Lastly, we make sure to export myComponent as the default export from this file, making it available for use in other parts of our application. And that wraps up our code example on how to use React Lazy and Suspense with Next.js for dynamic imports. This strategy improves initial load times by splitting your bundle and loading components only when they are needed.